Hello everyone and welcome to Module 1. In this module, you will begin to explore the history of the American education system. You will read selections from Horace Mann. As you read this chapter, I want you to reflect on whether or not you think that education is the great equalizer as Mann originally proposed. Has this idea been realized in society today? The article entitled "The Traditional High School" describes two of the first initiatives for secondary education, the Committee of 10 and the Cardinal Principles. When you look at my PowerPoint presentation, I will expand on these ideas and sort of supplement what Merrill is talking about in his article. The Committee of 10 existed of elite university professors, and they advocated for high school education that prepared everyone for college. The Cardinal Principles included teachers and principals or administrators, and they advocated for a high school education that would prepare students for life. This was heavily influenced by John Dewey and the child-centered movement. These two different approaches to education are seen in society today, and they sort of become this pendulum that go back and forth. Do we prepare students for college and career readiness? Do we prepare them for life? What does this mean in terms of tracking in college and career readiness? What does this mean for students in teaching? What does this mean for tracking? These are all some of the questions that I want you to think about as you read through the materials and engage with that PowerPoint. In my PowerPoint, I also continue talking about other initiatives such as Sputnik and No Child Left Behind. Then you will be asked to read two chapters from a text written by Aldridge and Goldman. One talks about additional school reform movements, and the other one talks about demographics and trends and populations. The text is a little outdated. It came out in around 2004, but most of these population trends tend to remain the same. Finally, I think that you will find Sir Ken Robinson's presentation to be enlightening and very entertaining. As you read through the articles and chapters and you watch the videos, I want you to keep some essential questions in mind that I have designed this course around. For example, what counts as knowledge, and who determines what counts as knowledge? What does it mean to be educated? What is the purpose of school? What is considered good teaching? What does it mean to learn? And does the perspective of the author, is that reflective of the status quo at the time? Or is that sort of challenge that status quo? Using the journal function, you are going to create an annotated bibliography. So what that means is that you will create a citation, and we will be practicing APA throughout the semester. You're going to create a reference of that resource. Then you're going to, in the first paragraph, you're actually going to summarize the text. In the second paragraph, you're going to write your reflection. You're going to speak back to that author. You're going to talk about what you like, what you didn't like. You can compare it to or apply it to those essential questions. This is a critical review of the piece. Did you like this piece? Why or why not? And then I also want you to write two quotes that you pulled from the article and write a paragraph reflection for each. So why did you choose that quote? What did you think about it? As I said, you will use the journal function, and we will add to this as we go throughout the semester. You also have a discussion post for this module, and this is to apply the habits of mind. Some of you have been in this program for a while, and many of the professors have utilized, or introduced you to the habits of mind. For others, this is your first semester. So I think it would benefit everyone to at least look at the graphic organizer with the images of the habits of mind, and then you may need to read some of the descriptions. For this discussion post, I want you to think about which habits of mind fit you, where are your strengths, what would you like to work on this semester, and finally, are these articles that in any way talking about or addressing habits of mind? So those are the assignments that you'll do. You will read and watch the videos. You have already hopefully completed the personal reflection. You will create your annotated journal responses, and then you'll do complete one discussion post. Each individual will be placed in a group for this semester. So I know that cohorts that have started may have already been entered into or formed groups, I'm going to allow you all to keep that. I just need for someone from the group to email me the list of the members of your group. For new cohorts, I will be placing you in groups. Throughout this course, I feel that it's important in online courses for students to feel connected with their peers. And I don't necessarily feel like we accomplish that fully through written discussion posts. So I think that it's good for us to meet in online spaces and actually discuss some of the readings and the ideas that our materials and resources have provoked. So you will need to arrange with your group members a time to meet using Adobe Connect. And I will do introduction to Adobe Connect in our next module. Again, you don't have to meet with the group during this module, but starting with the next module, you will. So I just want you to be aware that that assignment is coming up. The structure for the semester is that you will have the first module is 1 week, then the next 3 modules will last 2 weeks, and then the final module will last a week. So I wanted to give you advance notice about getting together with your group and your other participants. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me and let me know if you're having questions with any of the Blackboard functions or accessing any of our materials. I look forward to reading all of your discussion posts and your journal reflections, and I hope that you have a great week during this module. Thank you.